The first real step I took was I walked into a music store and I asked the first person I saw to teach me Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, figuring that, I'd learn the song on guitar, and that's all I wanted to do, is know that one song, and it didn't really work out that way. But yeah, I've been learning songs ever since. Yeah, I get inspired to write and to play when I'm watching other musicians play and inspire people. That transaction between the two, and that it's actually possible to still, move people with live music, it excites me, because I think that it's such a raw medium. There's nothing fake about it at a certain live band level. I'm not talking about lip syncing and Milli Vanilli stuff, but at that genuine live music level, it's everything is just right there, and it's songs don't flow out of me per se. I'm definitely more of a methodical songwriter. They always come in parts. I'm great at the pre-choruses, but they always seem to come in parts, and then But it's definitely it is, for me. It's like a faucet effect. It's in parts though. It's like the part will come all at once and then kind of stop, and then I have to sort of wait for the next one and next one and next one. I've never had a song just come out, all at once, but I'm waiting, Oh, God. Oh, there's so many. I find Bold as Love by Jimi Hendrix to be amazing. Just the first things that are coming, Closer by 9 Inch Nails. I think that Cat Stevens came pretty close to writing some perfect songs. That song Super Bon Bon by Soul Coughing is hot. It's a hot one. I don't know, when I'm watching my people that inspire me live, I go there with them, and I guess because that's, I used to spend all my time in high school, when everyone was doing the high school thing, it was, I was like the in my room watching the Last Waltz, or the, whatever, tons of stuff, and it was just like, well, yeah, those are my friends, those are, I get it. And so much so that it almost feels like I've already had that life, and so now it's just closing the gap to get back there. Yeah, so I guess, my deal is that I grew up all over the place, mostly in Southern California, and I was never very content with that, and I sort of went on this long journey at an early age to figure things out. I couldn't really take care of myself anymore, so I moved to Arizona, where I had some family, and they're helping me out. And anyway, that really kept me going was just sort of this life that I imagined for myself, that I kept on saying was more real than the, depressing life that I was living. And it really, feeling like I've lived and died and been, reborn, and not in any sort of crazy religious sense, but literally, you know, I do feel like a new person again, and very much sort of like a child would almost, you know, would have that sort of energy and excitement about pursuing the life that I want. And so a lot of my songs are about that. Well, it's just sort of what I was meant to do. I know that sounds maybe a bit cliche and overused, but for me personally, it's like there's nothing else. It's always, after a certain time period, it just became, you know, I just saw it, and you know, that's just what I just feel like I was, you know, watching performers from a young age and all that, you know, it just felt like yeah, I mean, that's what you do. I've been through way too much to call it quits. You know, way too much. I mean, you know, it's a whole new relationship. You know, I'm married to it. You know, it's not like that girl that you see that, you know, you just, you know, you get all the good stuff, but then, you know, you don't live with her, so you don't see that, you know, that her breath smells in the morning or whatever. It's a commitment. And with that same analogy, I definitely feel like I've, you know, been to marriage counseling and wanted to leave it many times. But you know, it's just always found a way back into my heart. And, you know, I'm always reminded of the love for it. And, you know, it'll just always be there. About the music, you know, just that, I mean, that there was, through the genres and all these things, there was a certain honest soul that permeated each song. You know, whether it's slow or fast or hard or soft, or, you know, there's a certain truth, emotional truth to the song, to the music. And that's where I try my best to write from, and that's what I try to conceive, I think. I would say the most cliche thing I could, it's a truth, is be yourself, but I would tagline it with, hold on, I know it's cliche, because that's the first thing, you know, that I would be like that. But also, I mean, any time that you can think of something that doesn't work, if you look at like popular music or, you know, whatever, you can find an example of that thing, that the same thing working. I mean, it's just, you know, it's be yourself as hard and unapologetically as you can. I'm on this road, full tank of gas. I've got all this time just to make it never coming home. Don't wanna be left out on the road with nothing but an empty soul. Memories of what was said. Gotta think, okay, here's the plan. Gonna get the hell out of here just as soon as I can. This is my war that I'm fighting for. Well, I'm bound for Siren City. The last call, so send those postcards home. Those I miss will be missing me, yeah. And those I don't won't even know I'm gone. And those I don't won't even know I'm gone. And now I live in this place downtown. Yeah, I'm not worth every job around. And I've looked and I've found. Well, I'm bound to search endlessly. I search for strength in the words I read. Well, this town is bound to be the enemy. I search for strength on a dead-end street. I search for strength on a dead-end street. And now I try just the best that I can. Love like a child, but to be a man. And now I think I finally understand. But I'm bound to search until I see. Search the world, but the world's in me. What's a man to do just to be free? I search the world, but the world's in me. I search the world, but the world's in me. I search the world. Search the search the world, but the world's in me. I search the world, but the world's in me. I search the world, but the world's in me. Search the world, but the world's in me. Hey, what's going on? This is Joe Marson. Check out the latest news and latest music at joemarson.com. I just released a new record. It's a self-titled EP. Got a range of stuff from acoustic sort of soul to in-your-face banshee drum crashing rock and roll to, you know, a couple things in between there. But yeah, joemarson.com.